so now we look at Kamala and we see how she stacks up. So basically, she's pro-abortion from conception until basically after birth. So right there, like that should be it. Like you don't need to look at anything else. Like you're disqualified. If you're a Catholic, then that was the preeminent issue. That's the most important thing. She's for it all the way. Boom, like you're done. There's nothing else to consider. And this is something good. It's not just vote for Catholic or for American Catholic voting, but this works for anyone. If you have a political candidate, you can just ask me, hey, well, how do they stand on abortion? That'll tell you everything you need to know about who they are. Because if they don't think it's such an important thing, or if they're more like left leaning, or if they don't have an opinion on it, this is like the beginning of life. Then they probably haven't thought about it. They don't have like deep convictions. So it's wrong. For euthanasia, same thing. Like if you're pro-abortion, you're most likely pro-euthanasia. She's pro-IVF because again, it goes to what they call like bodily autonomy. Like, well, nobody can tell us what to do. It's our bodies. Like, so if I want to kill myself, I can kill myself. If I want to, abort my child, even though it's a different body, then I can do that. Communism, like I guess, Kamala, you've heard these things. Like, is she really communist? I don't know, probably not. But I don't know. I haven't heard many like people in the Democratic Party say like reject like, hey, like we're not communists. It seems to have that totalitarian element. They're very atheistic. They don't like religion. She's very anti-Catholic. She doesn't like the Knights of Columbus. She's at all these things. She's the worst. So no. Socialism. Yeah, she's probably more pro-socialism. There you go. Then on the LGBTQ stuff, she's for like the transgender surgeries, all that stuff. Do I even need to like talk about it? I used to think like, okay, how can anyone like, this was during the Biden administration, they were forcing nuns to provide contraceptives. And it's like, how can anyone like go against a Catholic nun? But then I see a picture like this and I realize it's because we have like the anti-nun. It's essentially like this, like men dressed as women, drag queens that, and then you have like a candidate that supports them. Like, and you have like the people in the San Francisco, the baseball team, like all these groups that are very anti-Catholic, and somehow the Democratic Party supports that. Like, oh, that's freedom. Well, there you go. That's why like you have have virtue on one side and you have evil on the other. And then here, if you ask her point blank, hey, do you support genocide and all these things, she would probably say no. Like, I don't support targeting non-combatants, torture. But the problem is that the U.S. is funding that, and she's not standing up to it. Biden isn't standing up to it. They talk about ceasefire, but it doesn't really mean anything. And this is why even people like Muslims are not voting for Kamala, because she didn't do anything. Biden didn't do anything. It's all talk. There's a movement, I think, started by an imam called Abandon Harris. And so they're not happy, and they're not going to do it. So on those grounds, like, she's done.